Hi, I'm Ching, and over this series I'll be showing the secrets to making fast, fresh and tasty Chinese food. I'll be sharing with you my cooking know-how and giving you the lowdown on the essential Chinese ingredients you'll need to make hundreds of meals at home in a matter of minutes. On today's menu, I've put together 3 fabulous dishes with classic Chinese spices as the star ingredients.
Gonna get all those lovely flavours.
A master Chinese recipe, sweet and smoky Hong Sao Yu, or red-cooked fish. Next up is my crispy Mongolian lamb, which explodes in the mouth with a medley of flavours. And finally, a sumptuous classic, Cantonese-style duck with pak choy and rice. Joining me at the Woks today are 2 Davids, busy surveyors and both experienced cooks. They're keen to learn some new flavour combinations and dishes that can be cooked in minutes. Later in the programme, they'll face each other in a battle to be the best at cooking my recipes. But are they feeling confident?
Well done. I think the biggest challenge is probably going to be getting the timings of everything right. And, 20 minutes, you've got to get it right, or it could all be ruined.
I think he's probably going to be a better cook. He's more experienced than I am, so in theory it should be him. We'll see. But I think he's got the edge. He certainly talks it up, so I think he's probably got the edge.
Well, he keeps saying that that I'm gonna be victorious, but I don't know. I think he's a dark horse. So we'll wait and see.
I'm glad to see they're both fired up and ready to cook. But first, we need to pick up some spices from Chinatown so I can teach them my recipes.
I'm really thinking of the spices today.
Okay.
Because you guys are pretty keen cooks. Yeah?
Yeah.
Try.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Chinese 5-spice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? You've used it before?
No.
No?
I have used it, but I'm not sure exactly what goes into it.
Great. Well, this is like the perfect place to show you because all the spices are in bags and they're broken down. First, I've got here some star anise, really aniseedy in aroma and flavour.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit sambuca-y. Yeah.
And then we've got one of my favourite spices. This is the Sichuan peppercorns.
It's nice, it's nice.
Yeah. Really citrusy aroma, provides a numbing heat. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No?
Okay, so that's the second one. Then we've got here cinnamon bark.
Wow.
And, this provides the sweetness element. Okay, and next we've got cloves. Now, this is really pungent, very strong.
Used cloves before. Obviously you have it at Christmas with sort of mulled wine and things like that. So,
Yeah, this is one you're familiar with.
It's quite
sure.
popular.
We're missing fennel seeds, but I want to show you this is the 5-spice. All these spices just ground up. Now, obviously, if you're really into your food, you can get all these different spices, make different combinations and dishes, and that's great. Use them on their own. But this is perfect. It's all ready to use. Okay, shall we go?
Yeah, sure.
My first recipe is an elegant dish that uses a mix of 3 classic spices. It's sweet and smoky Hong Sao Yu, red-cooked fish.
I love it that you're up for a challenge.
Sure.
And I figure if I can do this outside, you can easily do this inside. So, basically, what I want is wok on, and I'm just going to use 3 of the 5 spices. And those are the Sichuan pepper, the star anise, and cinnamon bark. Okay? Now, in with about 200 to 300 mils of water. Very, very simple. It's just adding things into the wok. Some ginger slices. And this is going to impart a lovely warmth, to the dish.
How thick you cut
No,
them?
this is roughly because it's just going to impart their flavour and then we're just going to sieve it out anyway. Okay, so in that goes, just roughly chopped. Then in with the Sichuan pepper. You want to try one? Sure. Try one? It's got a lovely, lovely numbing citrusy aroma. Just about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that. What do you think?
Nice.
It's
Nice,
not as
yeah?
peppery as normal pepper. It doesn't sort of
interesting.
take your breath away. It's
Yeah.
just a lot sweeter.
Right. So a star anise in there, cinnamon stick as well. Gonna get all those lovely flavours, cinnamony, sweet, pungent, licoricey, as well as citrusy. Okay, then in with the dark soy sauce and light soy sauce, about a good tablespoon, and And in with some black rice vinegar, about a tablespoon. And then in with a good amount of sugar. So good heaped tablespoons of brown soft sugar.
Starting to smell good.
Yeah. Okay, and what we want to do is basically put this on high heat, okay? We want to reduce it a little bit by half. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to get on with the cod.
Yep.
We just want 2 centimetres thickness. That's fine. So, into a bowl like this. And then I'm going to season it now with just a little bit of salt and a pinch of ground white pepper.
So is there any reason why you use white pepper rather than black pepper?
I find that the ground white pepper is a lot more delicate, especially with seafood dishes. Okay? Now, the trick to cooking the fish and any meats really in the wok, if you want to keep it lovely and juicy, I always add a tablespoon of corn flour. Yeah, because it's going to basically seal the outside, and then keep the juices lovely and inside. Okay, so just toss that well.
Yep.
Okay, so it's all coated nicely, so it's ready to cook. Okay, so just quick wash on my hands. Let's check on the sauce. And it's smelling really, really rich, aromatic.
Amazing. It's a deep smell. You can smell the spices that we were being introduced to before. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's like savoury, sweet.
Yeah.
Smoky sweet.
Yeah, it's smoky sweet.
I'm going to just park this to one side and just keep that there for the time being. And then change woks. Now, you know that liquor, it's not really red in colour, is it? But it's kind of reddy brown, and that's what gives it the name. Yeah, Hong Sao, red cooked. So, now, in with the oil, a good 1 to 2 tablespoons, enough to basically coat the wok. Give that a swirl, and then basically skin side down, add the fish. And then basically we just leave it to settle. And then just swish the oil around, so kind of even cooking.
Yeah.
Now, because the wok is really nice and hot, I'm just going to toss it now. Okay, lovely. So who do you think is the better cook, David or David?
That's an interesting one. I don't know. He seems to have all the experience of the wok cooking.
Yeah.
But
I may have done a little bit more wok cooking, but I think he's the better chef.
Well, we will see you guys in action very soon. Okay, I've got some rice wine here. This is a good Shaoxing rice wine. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon in there. Okay, it adds a real depth of flavours to the dish. Okay, so now introduce the liquor back in.
That smells amazing.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, and then it's just going to cook in those juices. Perfect, lovely and smoky. I think what I'm going to do at this stage is just to kind of coat the fish, if I can, a little bit. Perfect. Okay, that's ready. Could you please pass me a plate?
Sure.
Right, so nice big juicy pieces of the fish. Lovely and juicy. Do you think hungry? Is that enough?
It's about lunchtime.
Maybe a bit more?
I was going to leave with this. I thought.
And then some of this lovely sweet sauce drizzled, smoky sweet sauce drizzled over the top. And that is it.
Smoky, sweet and packed with flavour, a classic Chinese recipe, Hong Sao Yu or red cooked fish.
Should we try it?
Let's try it. I'd love to.
Yeah? How are your chopstick skills, guys?
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah?
I'm not going to put a statement on that, actually. You go
So
first.
tuck in, I want to know what you think.
Go.
Go for it.
Okay, going in.
Get a nice bit of cod.
That's
I really
fantastic.
like the peppercorns, but it's still really sweet, as you said. It does melt in your mouth as well. It doesn't you don't have to chew anything.
Oh, it's so tender.
It just,
Smokiness, the sweetness, it's really all comes out.
Oh, good. I'm
Really
so
easy.
pleased.
I think
have
even
some
you
more.
could do this one, huh?
Yeah, maybe even I can do that. You're right, yeah.
Sounds like a challenge. Well, we'll find out later on who's the better cook. My next dish features all of the flavours in 5 spice, which is at the heart of Chinese cooking. It's been used for centuries because of its supposed health benefits, like star anise, which is said to improve your mood and help digestion. I'll be treating the Davids to my mouth-watering crispy Mongolian lamb.
That's not bad if I say so myself.
And then it's time for them to don their aprons and get busy in the kitchen as the competition heats up and they attempt to cook supper for their friends.
I'll smell of that one here.
Welcome back to part 2. I'm teaching surveyors David and David the secrets to fast, fabulous Chinese food. And later in the programme, they take over in the kitchen and have a go at duplicating my dishes. But will the boys measure up to my expectations? The second dish I'm making outside features a mouth-watering medley of flavours and uses Chinese 5-spice. It's my crispy Mongolian lamb.
Okay, to kick off, I'm going to make a delicious marinade, right? So I've got here some hoisin sauce. I want a good teaspoon of this in my bowl. And then next, another fermented paste. Now, this one is yellow bean paste.
Okay.
Now, in with, again, a teaspoon in there. Next, I'm going to grate in some ginger. So, good tablespoon in here. Okay, brilliant. Next, I want a good pinch, about a teaspoon of the Sichuan peppercorns. You know, it's going to provide a lovely numbing heat. One of the ingredients of Chinese 5-spice. So I'm just going to give this a good pound like that in a pestle mortar, and then just give that a good rub. Now those ones have been just slightly roasted off, so they've got that lovely flavour. In that goes as well into the mix. Then next, I'm going to just add a good pinch, about a teaspoon of the 5-spice. Now, to bring another element of bittersweetness into this dish, I'm going to add a tablespoon of a good rice wine, and it's lovely. It's going to give the lamb a lovely depth, okay? And then next, light soy sauce. Now, I've got the lamb fillet. Lovely piece of lamb, because this is going to be melt in your mouth, tender and delicious. And I want to cut this wafer thin, sort of less than 5 millimeters, if you can.
And is that shoulder or leg or...?
This is the neck.
This is
the neck
okay.
fillet, yeah. So, just slice that there.
So you don't often see lamb on the Chinese menu?
No, but this dish is inspired by the dishes in Outer Mongolia, where lamb is, mutton is eaten a lot.
Cool.
All right, so now I'm going to let that marinade. I'm just going to add a good heaped tablespoon of corn flour, okay, just across like that. And then basically what that's going to do is it's going to help bind all those flavours together, okay? And then I've got a wok here heating up with some groundnut oil. It's getting nice and hot. So I'm just going to add all the lamb fillets in. Okay, and then just using a nice piece of, that's it, lovely. And it cooks really instantly. So, out it comes. Instant and lovely and crispy on the outside. And still tender, hopefully. I don't want to overcook it, okay? But it's got all those lovely flavours. Okay, so if you pass me the wheat flour tortillas. Again, great. Let me put that on here. I'm just going to put in a good amount, just a little bit there, of the hoisin sauce. I'm going to just layer it now with some of the lettuce, some spring onions, some cucumber, like that, okay? If you could pass me the lamb, that'd be great. And then nice bits on top like that. Lovely and tender, and it's got all those smoky flavours. Okay, put that to one side. And then it's really easy, just roll. Okay. Basically roll and eat and enjoy. There you go, that is it.
A mouth-watering meal full of flavour and crunch. It's my crispy Mongolian lamb.
That's not bad if I say so myself.
Incredible.
considering it cooked so quickly, you wouldn't expect it to be that soft.
Yeah, the corn flour, see, helps to keep it lovely and tender.
Yeah, no, it's a lot
in the
of
heat.
flavour.
Okay, oh, you guys are experts, so this should be really easy, right? No comment.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
I'm eating, I can't possibly comment.
Yeah.
Should we go inside?
Sure.
All right,
Let's go.
Let's go.
Time to see whether they really are kitchen confident. The challenge is on.
So, David, I'm going to give you the Hong Sao sweet and smoky fish.
Yep.
The red cooked fish.
The red cooked fish, yep.
Yep. And, David, I'm going to give you the crispy Mongolian lamb.
Yep, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
happy?
I'm very happy.
I'm just looking forward to seeing sort of lamb fly everywhere and oil spill all over him.
Good. Thanks for the support, mate.
I try.
All right, good luck.
I've got to work out. I can't remember what I'm doing first.
A few of those in. Oil on, oil on. Let's get this on. I think you need to speed up a bit, mate. You're a bit behind.
Yeah. Do you want to see a sauce that's going wrong? That's not the right colour, is it? It's just not the right colour.
While I leave them to survey their ingredients, it's time for my third recipe. Chinese classic Cantonese-style duck with pak choy and rice.
This is one of my favourite dishes. So first I'm going to make the marinade. I've got here a good quality oyster sauce. Now this is going to provide sweetness with the duck. To this I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of a good rice wine. So next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. So give that a good stir. And then I'm going to add groundnut oil. And this is going to just help the duck sort of cook, because I want to roast this duck nicely. And now, the special ingredient that makes this marinade just come alive with flavour, and that is Chinese 5-spice powder. So I'm going to add a good tablespoon of this, and then you just give that a stir. So now, in with the duck breast, and then just basically turn to coat the duck breast in the marinade.
Leave it to marinate in the fridge for a while and then roast on a baking tray at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. While it turns golden and crispy, let's see if the boys are getting on any better.
It's looking good, it's looking good. It's beautiful.
Both woks are sizzling away. Looking good, boys.
That's very good, mate.
It's not looking bad, eh?
It's very good.
This is just going all right, this.
I'm cremating my
The
fish.
smell of that one, yeah.
Got too much oil in, so it looks like it's sort of been deep fried.
Beautiful.
That looks pretty good.
It's all right, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Not bad.
It's all falling apart.
I'm not feeling a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's what confidence there was has slowly ebbed away.
Or walked away.
Or walked away, indeed. Yeah, it's kind of disappeared, to be honest.
We'll stay with it.
I'm
I'm
staying
nearly
with it.
there with my dish.
My duck's ready. Time to prepare the vegetables.
I'm just going to steam this pak choy in a bamboo steamer, and these are going to provide a lovely crunch against the juicy, crispy duck. So that doesn't need to steam for very long at all.
Just the sauce to make with the rest of the duck marinade. Heat it up in the wok until it's thick and bubbly.
Right, that's lovely. So I'm just going to take it off the heat, and we're ready to plate up.
Cut the duck into medium-sized slices and serve the steamed pak choy and some rice on the side. Then drizzle over the sauce to serve.
And that is my Cantonese-style roast duck on rice.
Here's hoping that David's managed to rescue his dish.
Is it all right?
Well, it might be.
Because you're really stirring it.
Yeah, I think I'm stirring
a
out
bit
of...
too much.
I'm probably
'cause
stirring
the fish is
out
really delicate. Why don't you just plate up,
I'm going to plate up.
and hopefully your guest should be here soon.
I'm going to try and pick the bits out which aren't going to fall apart too much.
Yeah, it's all right, it's all right.
See, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm basically done, as you can clearly see from my genius.
It's very pretty. But mate, don't. Right, ready, done.
See, that's beautiful.
Well done.
Oh, welcome. Hi, friends. Please make yourself comfortable. Take a seat.
Yeah.
Time to impress.
Ready?
Or not.
Or not.
Okay, there we go.
Wow. Very nice.
Hope you guys are hungry.
The moment of truth. David struggled with cooking my Hong Sao Yu or smoky red fish, but how will it taste?
It's tender, it's lovely.
I'm interested to know.
It's got good flavour.
So the flavour's all right.
No,
No, it's very good.
Well done, mate. Good effort. I thought it was edible and it was nice.
Oh, thank you. I'm just so glad you used the word edible as well.
That's the fundamental, isn't it?
Exactly.
And now for the other David's take on my crispy Mongolian lamb wraps.
Very tasty.
Yeah?
The lamb is still lovely and tender. So you didn't overcook it.
That's
It's
good.
nice.
Congratulations.
All right.
Carry on eating.
Time for the hard part. Who should win, David's red cooked fish or the other David's crispy Mongolian lamb?
I think today's winner's got to be David.
Oh.
Well done. Congratulations. You know, David, I thought you did really, really well. Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers,
well
guys.
done.
Cheers. Well done.
Well done. Thank you for coming. Well done. Cheers. Well done. For a chance to win some cooking tips from me, a fantastic trip to China, and to be entered into our weekly prize draw, all courtesy of Sharwood's, then go to www.5.tv/Chinese food in minutes.
Coming up next week, London cabbies Alex and Bernice join me in Chinatown. I turn up the heat with a spicy prawn and chili bamboo shoot stir-fry and give a fiery twist to a British takeaway classic with my breaded haddock with Sichuan pepper, chili and salt. Things get too hot for Alex in Chinatown,
That's got some kick.
as well as back in the kitchen.
Oh, that's really hot.
The meter is running as I challenge them to cook my recipes and serve up a delicious feast.
Well, if you fancy having a go, you can get all of this week's recipes online at 5.tv/Chinese food in minutes. Next tonight, though, 30 years of ice road trucking is coming to an end for one of the team.